Cancer, welcome to Bluntsaggie Tarot live. My name is Robyn. Hey Cancer, today we're going to do our first live reading for Cancer on this channel. So I hope some of you are coming and joining me for this little surprise impromptu live. But Cancer, I will be going live on a weekly basis now. So it's one of my goals, one of my aspirations. So I will do everything I can to accomplish that. And Cancer, today we're going to do your monthly reading for April 2025. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's coming down the chute. Let's talk about the Cancer Collective. In Cancer, we're going to go back to my old way of doing my monthlies, which just represents we're going to do a 3-card spread first. We're going to see where Spirit wants you to focus. We're going to talk about your biggest obstacle, challenge, or barrier, and then we'll get some advice for that. Then we'll push and we'll move into the general spread. We'll see what's coming towards you. We'll see what you can expect in April 2025. All right, Spirit guides, what's going on with Cancer? Okay, they want you to focus on the Lovers in reverse. Okay, let's see what that means. Where is the biggest obstacle? What is the biggest obstacle, challenge, or barrier here for Cancer? The 8 of Wands. Okay, and the advice. What is the advice for Cancer here? What's the advice for Cancer for this 8 of Wands? Whoa, okay, hold on. Running out of room on the tarot table. We have the High Priestess as your energy, the Star in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Ooh, okay. I understand that very well. What I don't understand is this. We'll get there. So the Lovers is in reverse, Cancer. So that's where they want you to focus. I think it's making the best decision for yourself here. Whoa. Crap. One moment. Let me track that bad boy down. Hold on. All right. What is it? You're going to see it before me. The 10 of Swords. Ooh, she is Nick. There's a Queen of Wands. Okay, there's a very heavy emphasis on the feminine energy this month. We do have the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Swords. They want you to stay focused and where they want you to stay focused on this month is creating balance. So I do feel you're going to have a decision to make. I do feel there's a transitional energy of betrayal coming through. And the Lovers in reverse is when we're maybe making not the best decision for ourselves, right? So this is going to be focusing on making the best decision for yourself, not letting the betrayal hurt you or cause you to create a bad decision for yourself. So stay balanced, stay neutral, don't react. It's the type of energy where they want you. Yeah, see. Whew. You're definitely getting tested this month, and they want you to focus on staying balanced, making the best decision for yourself. Sometimes when we're in a reactive state, someone does us wrong, we can maybe say something or do something or make a decision that doesn't benefit us in the near future. So they want you to focus on staying calm, making the best decision for yourself this month with this Lovers in reverse. It could be a lover or a disharmony within that type of partnership. It could be an ending there, or it simply could just be a friend or family, a job, a career. But they want you to stay calm and focus on making the best decision for yourself. Because the challenge is the 8 of Wands. Understand that. The challenge is going to be understanding that when we have transitions, one door closes, another door opens, right, Cancer? The 8 of Wands is moving into uncharted territories. Where you were, where you are, where you're going, totally different. They're not the same spot. So it's an energy of staying balanced and understanding that where you're heading is a great place, but that's going to be the challenge, is seeing that is going to be moving forward. It's going to be accepting this transition, this unexpected ending, and staying optimistic as you're moving forward. Because when we do look at the 8 of Wands, it's typically moving towards the sun. So yes, you're heading into uncharted territories. Yes, you're heading to somewhere you don't want to go or didn't plan on going. But the universe is sending you in a new path and in a new direction. But it's going to be the challenge this month is moving forward and being able to let go. Hey, everybody in the chat, everybody live, thanks for joining me. Hey, Empress Capricorn. Don't forget to hit the like, the thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. It helps that reading to get out there. Thank you, Cancer, for your continued support. I always appreciate it. The advice for you this month is the Queen of Swords and the Star in reverse. So it's going to be, I knew it right away when I felt it. It's going to be empathy and compassion for yourself. I think you're going to be very angry. The Queen of Swords is a woman scorned. She's mad. She's frustrated. She doesn't like the way she's being treated. Now, being angry is not always a bad emotion. It is an emotion, and there's going to be times in our life when we feel it. It's just how we deal with it is going to determine whether it's a good or a bad, right? Destructive or positive. And with the star in reverse, it really is showing yourself love and empathy, okay? So if you get mad, upset, take time for yourself. If someone really does you wrong and betrays you, focus on yourself, showing yourself that love and that empathy, that love and compassion that maybe they're not showing you. That's going to be the advice, because when we look at the Queen of Swords here, she's feeling things out, right? She's blindfolded. She doesn't know why this is happening. She doesn't know where she's heading. Her sword is down though. So she's kind of come to terms with it. She's accepting it. She's not hostile. She's not angry. She's just feeling things out. All right, you know what? This is what I'm facing with. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I'm going to love me. I'm going to prioritize me, and I'm going to make the best decision for myself, which is again leading back to where they want you to focus. And when we look at the High Priestess, there she is, balancing everything, staying calm, staying neutral, knowing some things are better left unsaid. But it's really touching base with your intuition and letting your intuition lead you here instead of maybe an emotional reaction, Cancer, because I do feel there's some kind of betrayal. So let's get into our general spread. Let's see what we can expect. Let's talk about it. What is up with Cancer in April 2025? All right. All right. So what's the energy? What is this betrayal? What's going on here? What do you want to say? What's up with Cancer, baby? What's the energy here? Yeah, I was feeling that, Cancer. A little bit of a difficult month ahead. We have the chaos and conflict, but it's being divinely guided. I do think the universe is pushing you in a new direction. They just want you somewhere different here. Okay. What is the emphasis? Ooh, let's reset that. Didn't like the way that felt. What is the emphasis here for Cancer? What's the emphasis? Where's the emphasis? What you want to say? Venus. So the parts of you that desire beauty, success, indulgent, and valuables. Okay. I kind of feel like it's more just like love yourself, right? Because I think you have I think someone's, let's just, you know what? Let's just get to it, see what the heck is going on here at Cancer. All right, what's this energy? Hey, Jamie, welcome back. How you doing? Oh, I know, I haven't gone live. It's been one of my goals, my aspirations, so I'll be doing it more regularly. Cancer and Capricorn are going to always be back to back. We have the Lovers. There's your decision. So it's upright though. So making the best. So this starts like April starts. This starts right off with April with you. The Fool. This may have already happened or it's about to happen because I think today, what's today? April 3rd. Yeah. So Ace of Pentacles. There's your fresh start. It's happening right at the beginning of the month here, Cancer. What I don't see is the betrayal. Maybe the betrayal already happened. We'll see. Doesn't feel good. Hold on. I'm like not centered here. I hate that. Okay. Three of Swords. Sometimes I feel like I'm leaning that way and my cards are with the Leaning Tower of Pizza. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. Looking over at that Three of Swords. One more card here for Cancer and we shall find out what is going on. It's on the bottom. King of Cups. I do feel that's you, but it could be someone else. There's the ending and there's the Nine of Wands. There's the Wounded Warrior energy. Heavy masculine energy up here, and with this higher power, that High Priestess energy, there's heavy feminine. All right, let's start with the Lovers. Let's get into this April energy. The Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel this betrayal may have already happened, Cancer. It may have happened in March or like in the last couple of days. There's the Emperor and the Empress. I do feel it's a relationship here, the Empress and Empress. I mean, it could be business, it could be a business partnership. Some of you, I think you're married here. And there's the Three of Cups with the Four of Wands. I do feel, and there's the Five of Wands. There's the argument. There's the conflict. There's an argument or a conflict with this person. You find out something that they've done. You are very invested. The Seven of Pentacles is there. So the Six of Pentacles here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands and the Lovers is right off the bat. Do you continue to give to this? Do you stay in this relationship? Do you stay in this friendship? Do you stay in this job? So you're starting the month off in this conflict, in this argument. So we start right off the bat, and we kind of started right off the bat here with that. We do have three aces. We might have the same ace twice, but it don't matter. It does represent you're going to make the right decision. I just get this feeling that you're being pushed in a new direction, and that's not easy. Getting outside your comfort zone, moving into uncharted territory, a new direction is never easy. But I think that's what's happening here. And there's the Fool, taking a leap of faith, trusting that everything that's happening is for your highest good. And this chaos, this conflict, this argument, this disagreement, this feeling is just temporary. It's not permanent. Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. What do you want to say there for Cancer? What's that energy? The Three of Pentacles. I keep hearing this song in my head, and I don't know what song it is. I know it's an Ed Sheeran song. Does he have like a Love Yourself song or something? Do, 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 do. I don't know the tune. I don't know it. I don't know what the song is, but it's an Ed Sheeran song because I can hear his voice. I just don't know what the song is. I'm so sorry. I can't relay the message through the song. So there's the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and there's the High Priestess. So the High Priestess knows when to and when not to speak. Let's say you had a heated argument with someone. Probably best to just walk away and let that person calm down, especially if they're the ones that are really heated. Or if you're really heated, probably best to just walk away and let go before something gets said that makes it worse. So you're not giving to this anymore. You don't feel valued. You don't feel appreciated. You don't feel like this is an equal give and take here. And the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, you're setting some boundaries here. So I do feel you end this. I do feel it's not easy. And I actually kind of feel like it's not wanted, Cancer. I'm sorry to say that. The universe is definitely pushing you outside your comfort zone and in a new direction. What's the Three of Swords? What do you want to highlight or emphasize here for Cancer? The Ten of Cups is in reverse. That's a disappointment. That's a delay getting what you want. You know, you're disappointed in this person. You're sad that this is the route that it's gone. You're sad that they've done this. But you're not in there. Like, you don't want to walk away, but you're going to walk away. So whatever it is, it's not something that's a crossing the line style of energy, Cancer. There's the King of Swords and the World. You're very serious about this. There could have been some very harsh communication. But I just feel like silence is your best weapon here. So it's like you're not arguing, you're not complaining to this person, you're not going back and forth, you're not engaging in hostility. You're just going to deal with the emotions and you're just going to let it go. That's really the feeling that I get. What's the King of Wands here? What's the King of Wands? What you want to say about the King of Wands, babe? Hey, the Hermit. What direction is he? He's upside down. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Yeah. And there's the Knight of Pentacles. But we have a clash. So the Hermit's in reverse. The Hermit in reverse can be a very lonely energy. It's like you feel misunderstood. You feel angry. But again, I don't feel you're expressing it. It's like kind of that energy where it's like you can tell them how much of an ass they are. You can tell them how much of a dick they are. But it's just falling on deaf ears. They probably don't care. It's just going to, you know what I mean? So it's that energy where it's like you got so much to say, but I don't think you're going to say it because you know that it's going to create more of a conflict. And sometimes it is just better to turn your back and walk away. And I get that emotional maturity from you here and that self-mastery. This is all about self-mastery here. Containing yourself when maybe someone that you're dealing with isn't containing themselves. And so it's kind of this energy where it's like, oh, I wish I could say that. I wish I could say that, but I'm not going to say it because it's not worth it. This person's not worth it. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. And I see you just walking away wounded, walking away with your walls up. Some things are better left unsaid, walking away without saying a lot. If this is business, you know, you're not walking into there I don't think it's business. I really think it's a relationship, but if it is your job and it's a business, you're not going to walk in there and tell your boss off and tell them all these things. You're just going to say, I quit, and you're gone. So there's an element of transitional ending here, Cancer. There's an element of a change. And there's the Wounded Warrior. It's not easy. It's not a change you wanted. It's not a change you asked for. But it's a change that the universe is giving to you because they're sending you in a new direction. And I don't see that much drama around it, which tells me you handle this very well. You're just going with the flow, right? When we're the rock, when we're rigid, when we're resistant, we create suffering. And I see going with the flow energy here. I see you moving forward, just accepting it as it is, and not giving this person the time or the attention. Maybe they seek it. Maybe they like drama, but you're not. You're just going to move forward. You're going to let go. That's the energy coming towards you in the month of April. This is your reading. You already started in this energy, so you're already kind of there, and this is the month that you actually leave. All right, Cancer, that's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So, Cancer, let's grab some oracles. We'll see what they want to say. We'll jump back into the tarot. We'll do an outcome. We'll see how you're doing in May. We'll see how things are progressing in May. Let's talk about it. Spirit guides, what does Cancer need to surrender to in the month of April 2025? Low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. So set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Damn, Skippy. This person's putting you down. If they're insulting you, as above, so below, as within, so without. It is a reflection of them. It is not a reflection of you. What is the spiritual animal message for Cancer? Yeah, the badger. It's my favorite card to say it all the time. Have you ever seen that video on YouTube where the lion's like attacking the badger? The badger wins the war. He might be smaller, he might be tinier than those lions, but he is one determined mofo. So the badger, endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will pay off. Know that no matter the outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. And I do feel that form is changing here. I want to grab the Akashic record. It is the Akashic record here for Cancer. What's the Akashic record here for Cancer? Guardian angels. Okay. The problems you have today will disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck is about to change. So it is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. All right, Cancer, I really didn't feel that in this reading, so I think it's more about knowing that you're being protection, right? Rejection is God's protection. So when people act this way, when you see their true colors, that is God, that is spirit, that is the divine source showing you deserve better. They want you somewhere new. All right, I believe that. So Cancer, let's do it. Let's get to your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in May. Let's see how things are playing out. Let's see how you're doing. Let's see how things are going. How is Cancer doing? Yeah, there's the Ace of Wands. Two aces. The Ace of Pentacles again. I think this came out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in your reading. Remember, Cancer, all the aces are fresh starts, but this one is a successful fresh start. Then we have the Ace of Wands, your passion, your creativity, even a frequency increase, right? As you do the work, as you're vibrating, as you're spiritually advancing, your vibration increases. And as you go up, not everybody comes with you because not everybody's doing the work. I can't remember if I mentioned that already, but there's definitely that split in society right now. Some people are going towards lower virtues and some people are going towards higher virtues. And we're all going to decide what side we want to be on. You're on the higher side. You're vibrating high. It's that element of duality. It creates the balance on this plane. It is the force. All right. Two of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. And what's on the Page of Swords? You're learning a lot. There's 3 aces. We have 33. We have 33. A lot of threes here. You could really relate to threes, but 3 is the number of Christ consciousness. The karma. Anyway. 3 is a really positive and lucky number, and 333 is the activation of Christ consciousness. So you might be really relating to threes or seeing 33 or 333, but there's a really strong element of threes here. So anyway, fresh start, new beginning. There's the Two of Cups, and there's the Knight of Swords. Running away from this connection, this friendship, this situation. You're moving in a different direction. That is very, very clear. I'm trying to understand the Knight of Wands a little bit more because I feel it's more about your passion, your desires, focusing on your passion, your desires. You know, if this is work and you're being thrust in a new direction, maybe you're going to start your own business. What's your passion? What's your desire? Maybe some of you will be going back to school, taking a new course, sprucing up some skills. But either way, there's 3 aces here, and that represents success, right? 3 aces especially is badass success on this new chapter, this new journey. I just want to pop a card in the Knight of Wands. What is the Knight of Wands here for Cancer? What is the Knight of Wands? The 6 of Pentacles. I just flipped it upside down, but it was sideways, the Hanged Man. There's an element of being patient and showing kindness to yourself. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting. There's the Page of Pentacles, and there's the World. And it is, again, that empathy, compassion. So this is, as you're going through these challenging times, right? Let's say, I'm just going to use smoking as an example. Let's say you're a smoker. It's probably not best to smoke like 2-3 packs a day. That's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your lungs. So there's an element here of really staying true to yourself and learning to kind of enjoy the little successes, enjoy the little things, but don't forget to take care of you. If you're feeling yourself getting stressed out or burnt out, or if you feel yourself getting overwhelmed or even illness, right? We can stress ourselves into illness. Show that compassion towards yourself. Realize how much you love yourself, how the way people act is a reflection of them, not you. There's Yeshua again. So I feel as well, one of the teachings of Yeshua is to love your enemy, because when you love your enemy, they can't hurt you anymore. And there's that element of sending nothing but love and compassion to this person, the situation that did you wrong, forgiving them. You forgive them not for them. You forgive for yourself, because when we hold on, it hurts us. And I do feel it's this element of loving yourself. I do feel a very strong Christ consciousness element in your reading. So naturally, let me grab them here. We're going to grab my Christ consciousness message. So what's part being activated here for Cancer? What's this Christ consciousness message? What is the energy? What is this that you want Cancer to emphasize or to learn or to focus here? Let me understand that better, Cancer. Enlightenment, continue to grow. And resurrection, embrace new life. So it's knowing that through your challenges, your barriers, that's when you grow, that's when you evolve, that's when you become the best version of yourself. But principle of rhythm, what goes down must come up. So it's knowing that after the tough times, right? When we look at the tarot, after the 5 of Wands, the challenge, the barriers, comes the 6 of Wands, badass success. After the Tower, the shocking surprise, the transition, comes the Star, empathy, compassion, wish come true, dream fulfillment. So it's that element of learning from this instead of holding on to it, turning a negative into a spiritual experience. And learning, I really feel like it's learning how, I keep hearing Ed Sheeran and I can hear his voice. I don't know the song. I'm so sorry. I'm not really a big fan of, I like Ed Sheeran, but I don't really know his music that well. Something about loving yourself. Love yourself. I don't know. Something about loving yourself. Either way. Love yourself. Show yourself the love and the compassion that you show others, Cancer. It tells me there's an element of someone taking you for granted here. And don't let that change you. There's always going to be cruel people in the world. Don't become one of them. Stay true to yourself and just learn to recognize those qualities, those red flags, those traits, and learn how to rise smarter, stronger, and the best version of yourself. So that's what I have. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Cancer, I hope you enjoyed my first live here on Bluntsaggie Tarot. It's the first time I've gone live for Cancer. Again, I plan on doing it more regularly. I'll be getting in that habit. So I hope you like your reading. I hope you like my style. And if you do, again, I do ask that you just pop the likes. I've been, someone's stealing my stuff and they're stealing my readings and popping it on TikTok. And then they're coming to here and they're reporting Bluntsaggie. So it's really affecting my channel in like a very, very negative way. So I just want to highlight and emphasize that this is me. This is my channel. I'm Robyn, and I appreciate your continued support, Cancer. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate that. And to those that are reporting me, I know you have good intentions, and I know that you think I'm the thief, but I'm not. This is my channel. The thievery is happening over on TikTok. It's not happening on YouTube. All right, Cancer, let's close your reading off with a yes or no question. Yes or no? Which is the answer for Cancer? Yes, when you're ready. That's what I have, Cancer. I really do wish you the best of luck. Until next time. Hey, live. Hey, everybody in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Jamie. Glad you could be here. Oh, don't worry about slaughtering my name. I don't care. Most people spell it wrong all the time anyway. I'm Robyn with the Y. Most people spell it with an I. I don't care. I'm used to it. I have a unisex name. Hey, Christopher. I'm glad you enjoyed your reading, guys. I hope it benefited and resonated with you. Thank you for joining me. And I'll actually be back very shortly with a Leo reading. As long as my camera has battery, I have to go check it. If there's battery and I can go live, I'll be back with a Leo reading. If not, I'll be back shortly with another live. Cancer, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you next time.